Alright, good old days. I'm trying to remember if I actually did watch the intro last time. Anyway. Make a ROM that opens never gonna give you up. I'm certain someone's done it. Or you want to play Hacker's Dreams. That's why I said Anonymous Bloodlust, aka high underscore, is the other reason. So, the more you know. Right, it's this room. I probably should have read that again. Turn this down a little bit for me. If Mario jumps in Tile 5, or Tile 1 on F, he dies. I hate lag and despawn. Nobody likes lag and despawn. I see why he said that. Ah, dang it. Now, Hacker's Dreams is really cool looking. Ow. What was it? This is an SA1. Why is it putting so much crap between deaths? Just listening to your chat makes you wonder how many DevSec AppSec people there are in Kaizo who have messed with emulators. Wouldn't surprise me if the number is greater than 1. Certainly. I'm not sure about Kaizo, but I definitely know in NES hacking there's certainly some. Okay. We learned here is be more careful. And yeah, that despawned. I guess I'll put a marker for that. I don't think it really matters, and I think that's the point they were trying to make, but whatever. Gotta sleep. Alright, see you later, Zuccotti. Oh, I hate hammers so much. And yes, I now have definitively a time for Undertale. It will be on Sunday, sometime between 8 and 9-ish, PST, or PDT. We're not quite out of winter, into winter yet. I see. That was weird. Oh, I understand now. Do I understand well enough what I'm looking at? It's just a timing puzzle. All it is. Okay, I think I'm going to need one of these. Probably needed that. I needed that, yep. Nice indeed. I almost read that. Almost read it. I mean, I figured out what to do and then proceeded to do the wrong thing. There we go. Hammers make me nervous. Okay, stomp one more. Okay, put that behind me. Kick it! Yeah. That was an easy room. I know what the gimmick from this room is. This Yoshi can't eat anything, or else I'm screwed. Let's verify. Yep. I heard a midway, I wanted to check it, just in case, the unlikely case that I one-shot the area on accident. A larger jump. Brave jump. This one's a couple cycles behind. I got lucky there. Wait, what? How do I avoid the bullet? I hit the box at the same time with the Yoshi. That's how I avoid the bullet. This part kind of sucks. You just have to wait. That's the solution to that puzzle. Alright, well, let's keep going and see what we can see. Alright, Lava Lotus is the last thing. Okay, we're learning. Back to the coin. Back to the coin. The timing for that is not obvious to me. I was temporarily spooked. Lost all sense of timing. And all sense of direction. And all sense of time and space. Oh god. I don't know if I tested if TTS is up and running. What the hell? Pretty poggers. That's a good time you're having. Unfortunately, it's school night. What is this copy pasta? What the hell is this? Thank you for the host, Max. Enjoy them while they last. Yeah, you look away and everything's covered in Pepto-Bismol. Could just run into the Koopa with the block. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I wonder if the TTS is stalled again. I'll have to check. Yeah, you are correct. That is an option. I don't have to do it the hard way. I just have to guess what the hell the football's gonna do. I think my TTS bot might be stuck. Let's check. Which one is it? I never remember. No, that's PatBot. Never says which one's which. Ah! Crap, I actually don't know which one of these is which. That's vexing. How many bots do I have open while I stream? Too many. Well, far, far too many. I want to say it's this one. Yeah. Ah, I see. Yeah, there was something in there that the transliterator didn't like. I'm not sure. It's a single quote. I hate that so much. I'll have to come up with something that gets rid of those. On that machine, the one that handles the streaming, there's at least 5 different windows I was looking at that could have been it. Though one of them does web server-y things. One of them handles the message bus, half the message bus. And one of them handles the text-to-speech. And the other one's PatBot, and I just use that for hosts. Which means when hosts go away, I no longer need PatBot. So at least I got that going for me. Yeah, if you look at the TTS, and I'll fix it up. Where was it? It's this. It's not an actual single quote. Compare. It's one of the fancy single quotes, and it showed up with a high-numbered Unicode character. And because that thing doesn't understand anything that's not, like, directly ASCII, or at least the transliterator doesn't understand anything that's not directly ASCII, it gets confused. Or that too, one of those two. Really, I just need, like, a Python library that removes garbage characters. But I guess I'll probably just refund that TTS, because it just didn't work. Let me phrase this. I'll refund that TTS after the stream. Here, I'll put a marker down, too. Refund that TTS to remind me when I'm looking at the markers tomorrow. I'm ahead on almost all of the other, like, YouTuber-y shit, so... should not be behind. So actually, in this case, Steven, just to point it out, there's actually a good reason why it's this kind of color. This hack is kind of a old-school approach to making hacks, and so none of the map 16 stuff has changed. And so this is tile 5 in its native coloring, which I guess also affects the color math on Mario for some reason. So there is a reason to make it look like it's Pepto-Bismol colored. That wouldn't have worked even if I had done it max. Thought it was Mario trying to escape from hell. Kind of. Each level has a weird, like, bug theme for it. And one of the coolest ones involves a weird glitch where you kick items that you're holding when you go through pipes under certain circumstances. That level was really cool. There was another one that had to do with Yoshis and how they like Phantom Yoshis and how they behave. If they get hit, they launch you up in the air. It's really cool. Wonder what use there is for those characters? Oh, I actually do know the answer to that question. When you were making, like, DOS-ish... Dang it. When you were making DOS applications, you'd use those for borders. That's pretty much it. Or you were making a document and you wanted to have some, like, border stuff, and you were printing on a dot matrix printer. That was also a way to do it. Nowadays, probably very little, actually, in terms of real usage. Unless you're doing, like, ASCII drawings. Or, like, ANSI drawings, I suppose. But those things were frequently used for, like, the, hey, you should buy our game screen, that would be put to the, drawn on the command prompt after you exited out of a DOS shareware game. And other such similar applications. Okay. Wait. I briefly was like, oh no, I might be able to use this to cheese something else. No, I cannot use it to cheese something else. So I actually had to look this up after last stream because I was curious what I played by OEO6, the person who made this hack. It turns out they actually got second place in the OLDC I judged. Was involved in judging. Wasn't the only judge. He made a really cool level where about not getting mushrooms. Maybe you had to get a mushroom in the first half and then avoid getting mushrooms in the second half or something. I forget exactly, but it was a fun setup level. Yep. What if the box drawing characters? They're for drawing boxes. Exactly. Gotta hate ninjas. They made a lot more sense in the DOS era, when you had fixed width fonts for everything. Though amusingly enough, I actually was reading a small article about a fellow who was using a dot matrix printer even though he didn't want to because he kept losing his laser printer. And his canteens. Seems like an otherwise competent science teacher. Just don't ever make him guard your laser printer or canteen. Is there a rhyme or reason with footballs? Does it matter? Go through the door. Were there more ASCII characters on DOS? There were the extended ASCII characters on DOS, so that there was stuff above 127 that was often used for stuff. There's a specific code page in Windows if you want to emulate that effect. But I don't know it off the top of my head. Thank you, that one. Why do I just die when I go in there? Do I need to move? I just die. We were having so much fun with this level, too. Balloon. I understand now. This part's going to hurt my hand. I can already feel it. It's an auto-scroller. A P-balloon auto-scroller. Okay, I need to punt that one right. Oh, God. Ugh. Like, I get why this is happening. If you're gonna go completely old school, you kind of have to make it this way. Okay, in that case... where do I want to stand? Okay. That has to go there. There's no question. Oh, I wait. I understand now. Ah. Okay, it's hard to stay still. There we go. That was the key. Okay, I'm gonna assume I don't want to kick this immediately. I have to assume there was something there to make that more challenging than it was. So I read that like a book. God, my thumb already hurts. Why is holding down so much harder than holding many of the other buttons? Oh. Okay, it's trapped in there now. It can't hurt me. What? Ow. I don't understand what happened there yet. I'm really glad this has the retry patch. Well, I kind of like what's going on here. It kind of teaches you can kick things with the shell first. Because I've got to figure out how to do that other part legit, which is more challenging. I think really all there was to... Oh, no, there's not. It is something tricky there. There's actually a legit puzzle there. I just happened to skip it the first few times. Yeah, there we go. What? Oh, I pressed up. Oh, I hate holding down. Up and down on the SNES thing just are awful if you need to also hold directional buttons for some reason. Unclench my hand. Stop my belly aching. It's not that hard. I don't think there's any value in waiting. No, I need it to be moving a little bit faster there. I got all the way to the end, but how did I screw up at the end? I had to move all the boxes. Breakfast. Only we had some eggs. I was a lad, I'd eat 4 dozen eggs. I was holding down! Oh, this is just awful on an actual gamepad. Oh, BRB breakfast. That makes way more sense than breakfast. Breakfast is, of course, delicious, but... There we go. Wiggler train coming to zone. Ah! I had that one. And then I didn't. Okay. Short handbrake. A thought occurs. I don't need to hold Y. So at least for this part, I can theoretically do this with the other hand. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but it feels kind of good. Oh, I didn't wait long enough. Try this again. Okay, going back to this. Kind of feeling like I should change my character. Need my luck to change a bit, and possibly have a character who doesn't look terrifying in balloon form. Nah, right hand feels weird. Going back to left. Not sure it's the best of ideas, but it's what I got. That was dead to Wiggler anyway. You know what? Actually, I have an actual useful recommendation. If possible, replace this with... Oh, thanks. You know, I guess it meets the criteria in the grand scheme of things. I think that door should be a pipe. And I think that would actually make the level flow better, because then you're already holding down when you get into the room instead of having a short period of time during the transition. And I know you can do it. I know that you can do one-up pipes as well as one-up doors. So, I think it's a reasonable change. I don't think it's like a, you must do this moderation thing, but it certainly would be nice. Because you'd be primed to press down already. If I see him, if Yo-Yo shows up, I'll make that suggestion. Though there may be other reasons that he wants to... Swear to God, I'm not pushing any button except for down. Guess I didn't bonk it fast enough. Kind of weird though, it actually made the noise. It just must have not transitioned states yet. Okay, there we go. Much boppage is occurring. It is a little harder to see what's going on now, I will admit. There we go. I used to get through that section consistently, and now I just can't. Okay. I need to come up with something to talk about that is not being the balloon and having my hand hurt and not being able to see Mario now, I guess. What else has been going on? I guess I could go about my back hurting, but that's not really productive either, is it? It is so easy to let go of down. Maybe I should get another controller. I think this one's causing me problems. Nothing like good old controller, Johns. Okay, let's try right hand again. They can't be any worse. But the man suspecting it could be, in fact, worse. Get the U-Force. It would work in this level. I think it allows you to latch your controls, which could be useful. Alright, I'm gonna grab another controller. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Just need to plug this one in. Unlike the NES, plugging in a controller while the SNES is going is not as much of a problem. On the NES, it can cause voltage spikes, which is why you should never do it. As Fistbit will tell anybody who is playing, I think, Zelda 2 and likes to try and switch controllers mid-game. Just a bad idea. Alright. Oh, this boss. I'm not sure this is better. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, so far so good. Apparently there's a U-Force somewhere near where I live that I could buy. By somewhere, I mean like the greater Seattle area. I need to be moving fast. Famicom controllers are always wired. I mean, yeah, that's not entirely true. I mean, you could get the ones that are wired through the expansion port. And the AV Famicom has insertable controllers. Probably some other kinds, too. I mean, they're all wired, that's true, in the sense that there are wires running to them. I guess unless you got, like, the NES satellite. Back and armed with food. You got the invisible cap now. What kind of food you got? Hope it's something tasty. It's less the invisible cap, and more that this is one of the sprites. It just doesn't come up much. So this is a sprite that was made specifically for the Mario RPG randomizer I made, a multi-world randomizer thing I exhibited a while ago. And the other players' sprites would be changed to feet when I was in the middle of the booster curtain minigame. Mashed potatoes, roulades, and sauce. That sounds tasty. This is SMW. It's true. How you doing, Hawaluta? I'm hoping another controller will let me get through this section, but I'm not convinced. Anyway, it was just like a cute little Easter egg thing to put in, so that when that happened, everyone would have to suffer with feet for a minute. But it was not a serious thing. Original design, all the controllers 1 and 2 were plugged in. Extensions only used for Zapper and others. Yeah, that's true. Watch an hour of people reviewing and explaining the polished adventure modules from after 5e. Huh. Fair enough. What'd you discover? I don't think any of my times I've done 5e we've actually used published modules, as far as I know. Given that our one lengthy 5e campaign was Outlaw Star, it seems unlikely that was a published module. Never run a published module, but you might run Tomb of Annihilation. Alright. That's not like the Tomb of... That's not like the classic 3-5 thing. Seems like a good adventure for annihilating. I would hope so. Oh, Tome, not Tomb. Yeah. Oh, it was. I think the best part was none of us figured it out. I still think the fact that the Psychic Cactus was, in fact, part of Outlaw Star is probably the best part. Because that's the kind of random bullshit our DM would have come up with, because he does like using random objects as character stand-ins in battle. I missed it. For instance, I think the final boss of one of our campaigns was a Sharktopus. He had a small shark thing and glued a bunch of octopus tentacles to it. And whenever we needed an extra figure for a dragon, he'd just grab a duck. He has many a duck. I wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing. Turns out, it's extremely tasty when you're reheating them up in the microwave. Found the perfect settings. Nice! Ducker Z, yep. He has many ducks. Including the recursion duck, which is used for teaching recursion. I never found out if it actually helped people understand recursion, but it was the recursion duck, so eh. You could determine the difficulty of any programming or CTF or puzzle event we did by the number of ducks brought. God. The down thing is such a pain. 3 duck events were big ones. 4 duck events, almost unheard of. It's a bit like a 3-dog night, but different. Do I have to hold down? It's not obvious because it's only feet, but I'm in balloon state. And yes, I have to hold down. Because otherwise I'll float up. So let me show you the concept of the level. So you see this weird red stuff? If I jump, if I ever gain any altitude, I die. The first section was all about avoiding platforms that would lift me up. This section was about feeding Yoshi and avoiding things that would try to be eaten by Yoshi. This section is about being in a pea balloon, so I constantly have to hold down or else I'll gain altitude, and timing shell kicking and other such shell games. And I'm not paying attention because I can't see my character half the time. Kind of feels like she glued you to the floor. So the other concept behind this hack is that it's all old school. So there is some ASM, but it's all quality of life stuff. You know, if you jump on two spinies at the same time, it doesn't kill you. Add music, retry, that kind of thing. And so having something that keeps me on the floor would be extra ASM that wouldn't really fit inside the purview of it. I think this is worse. Like, this is the kind of thing that on a keyboard would be perfectly fine because it's easy to hold down the down button on the keyboard and manipulate the other ones. But on a D-pad, it's awful. I don't know what kind of testing OEO does, but this is just awful, and I keep getting superfluous non-down inputs. No, it's not Invisible Munchers. It's a weird tile. It's tile 5 or tile 1FF that does this. I don't know why, but it's SMW, so there's weird tiles that do weird things. I forgot I gave you a sword. Only for the purposes of Undertale. Actually, did make some modifications to my my chat thing. So now, whenever a message is removed from chat, it'll also get removed from the chat windows. There we go. Finally. Turns out it's not that hard. I just had to find the right IRC event. And subsequently, when someone's muted or banned, it does the right thing now. But only for like the last 100 messages or something. I don't really care beyond that. Ow, for fuck's sake. Shan't ban anyone outside. Okay, good. The current plan is to do Undertale starting sometime between 8 and 9 on Sunday. Because that's when works for Zuccotti. On a keyboard, holding down would be kind of a pain, but it wouldn't be so bad because you have one finger dedicated to it. You're never going to lose your pressing downness because you accidentally pressed the wrong, because you leaned a little bit too high up while pressing down, if that makes sense. Crap, feet. Did you post that in Discord timestamp? Yes. In fact, I'm going to post a bunch of stuff in Discord tomorrow. About how these things work. I'm going to, I think I'm going to make Discord events. I think that they translate times because these are events. It makes sense. And I'm also planning the next Chat Hacks time as well. So yes, I will post these things to Discord. And I'll probably post the timestamp just in case as well because I'm paranoid that way. Yeah, I'm going to just hang here. I think this is the intended solution. Nope, the wall will kill me. So yeah, I need to let the thing jump over me. That sucks. I'm trying to determine if this particular controller was a better option. I don't think it was. I think I might go back to the other one. Or go into the giant box of controllers and find one I like. Though I usually like to clean those first. Like there. I was still holding down, but apparently I wasn't holding down enough. Like the way the wigglers bounce when it wiggles into lava. They're inspired by the Mario 64 lava pads. I believe it. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea in the future, is for like requests. Once I have a confirmed time, presumably a confirmed time that's more than like a day beforehand, I will post it to Discord or post as a Discord event. Because I think people want to know that kind of thing, and it's useful. On the bright side, I always know how to die quickly. I can always just let go of down. But that is the plan for the time being. I'd like to get the request queue down a significant amount before October, because I've got some like weird stuff that I've got like bought forever ago that I haven't played in October. And October is the month for that sort of game. I've got Sierra's Answer to the Mist craze. I'm letting you down. How am I letting you? No, that better not end with down on D's nuts. Which is what I'm expecting right now, Fries. How you doing? Got him. Yep. It's almost like you're predictable, Fry. Almost. Or Fries, damn it. Before I got distracted by a pair of testicles, I got Sierra's like answer to Mist, which was Shivers, which I don't think is quite as good as Mist, but it's creepy. That could be interesting. I've got Parasite Eve, which is an interesting game in its own right, you know, released during Squaresoft's heyday. And it is vaguely horror-themed, and the first scene involves an entire opera being melted, which is kind of cool. Never played the Resident Evil games, those would be fun. I've got that on at least N64. So there's some things there that I could do for, like, Halloween that I just haven't gotten around to. And of course, you know, Gregory Horror Show is always fun. Just a weird thing. All right, I no longer have to hold down. Why did I die? I made a mistake. What was my mistake? Chat hacks with Resident Evil now. That'd be handled. That would be challenging. I don't have the tech for that yet, or possibly ever. 64 is possible. Like there is a USB protocol, and it's documented, but I haven't used it yet. But you have to do it from the N64 side. So same as NES, but unlike the NES, I don't have any. Well, I have some experience writing MIPS code, but it was a long time ago. No. I'm not even sure what it would look like because the architecture for those games is so much different than the architecture for. I'm left writing sometimes. That might be what I'm doing. NES and SNES games. Once you start writing in C, you start mallocating things and having shared pools and things like that. Like, there's no reason not to. So why would you always have things at static locations when you're constantly allocating and reallocating stuff? It just doesn't make sense to have the same, 16, 12 sprite slots when you no longer have those sorts of constraints. Then again, when you're debugging, it's kind of nice to have them in a guaranteed spot. So I don't know, maybe they do. I'd have to look at the N64 and Mario 64 RAM map to see how they did it. But it was also like the first big one that they made. I've also got a copy of Phantasmagoria 1, the original, which is silly. Beforehand, you're gonna say you're sorry. Oh. But with a sarcastic undertone? Okay. I'm waiting. Video games use a pool allocator and allocate everything up front for performance. Ah, dang it. Well, shit. Well, alright, that's a thing that exists now. Yeah, anyway, that's probably true, that they generally use a pool allocator just because it's better than having to deal with it later. Depending upon your architecture, you might even want to touch the memory first to guarantee you'll have paged it and actually cleared it, rather than waiting for the OS to actually allocate you the memory. Because when you malloc something, you're not actually guaranteed to get the memory first, if that makes sense. Because the operating system knows enough about most programs to know that you're not going to need it immediately, and we can kind of ignore dumb-ass requests. Dang it, left-righted. Has a fixed number of object slots, don't know about the location. Oh, okay, that is interesting. How you doing, sodium chloride? Oh, shoot. God. I cannot do this level and other things at the same time. There's too much holding down. I might even compare how much I died before and after changing controllers, because I don't think I've gotten any better at this level. Holding in there, alright. That could be worse. Hope it gets better soon, or... Holding in there. Holding in there works too. Holding up. Usually similar to holding in there. Hanging in there. There's a lot of in there sort of things you can do. Have I considered taping down the down button? No, but I also don't have any tape strong enough to do it. I have crappy Scotch tape that I've had forever. Some electrical tape that's old as shit and doesn't work anymore. And some duct tape, which Isn't great, I will be honest. I don't understand. I do not understand what I'm supposed to do there. Or what's killing me. Like to introduce you to the favorite quote of the week written by Tillis Cicero. The muncher under the door is killing you, just go fast. Are you sure it's the muncher under the door? What am I supposed to do? I can't jump. Oh, wait. You don't have to be that... Oh, God. Being feet for this part sucks. I can't tell. I'm not going to see where I am. Okay. In truth, I found a ship with the timbers all gone to pieces. No plan, no system, no method. I am curious what the context for that is. Other than being vaguely Greek, if I'm not mistaken. Or possibly Roman with a name like that. Definitely getting closer. Wiggler's going down with the ship. In contrast, the contrast is hilarious. In truth, this Cicero's a genius to be able to predict exactly why your teammates under the storm would be like. Fair enough. In contrast, it's hilarious. Earlier, Glitchcat was moderating a sophisticated and well-done ROM hack, and here you are with a pair of feet and a scroller with the worst possible combination. Reassemble those timbers, would it be the same ship? Oh, it depends upon who makes it. If it's Theseus, then yes. But only if he does it with George Washington's axe. I mean, Glitchcat wasn't moderating. Thank you. Glitchcat wasn't moderating a hack earlier, I don't think. He's been working on KLDC. And I tuned in right as he finished a level, and he's like, that level was so awesome! And now I wonder what level it was. I have to go back to his VOD to look. And then he played the Sun level, which is a pretty cool KLDC level. I watched Louis play a good, decent chunk of that. I was kind of surprised the level didn't end with you actually, like, grabbing a sun orb, because that's kind of what I figured would happen at the end, but it ends in a gold tape, which I find a little bit disappointing thematically. Context for the actual quote is complicated. You drop me a link, I'll definitely read it. I'm curious. Okay. I understand now. I understand now what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I'm dumb. The key thing there is actually that I need to not get hit by the spiny. ASM for it was insane. Yeah. I think I found out who did the level, so I can go look it up pretty easily. And I believe, because actually you don't have to worry about that. Well, there's a small chance Louis could be here, so I'm not gonna say no. But in fact, Louis probably guessed who did it if I had to make a guess, and his guess is probably correct, based upon what I heard about it and the fact that I know who did it. So. But yeah, KLDC has definitely gotten a lot more complicated. You're not going to win just by making something that looks a bit like Kaizo 1 and plays nice anymore. Get my P-balloon on. There we go. Way ahead of the Wiggler this time. Eat it, Wiggler. Okay. 2 more obstacles to go. No left right. No left righting. Stay very still, Mario. Okay. I can't jump. Oh, I could have been big in time to... Okay, I see. I need to be all the way to the right-hand side of the screen for that. Looks like Kaizo 1 and plays nice. Is that possible? I mean, Super Mario World looks like Kaizo 1 and plays nice. Kind of. Want good context? Look up Cicero's final hour on YouTube. Alright, I will work off a tab for that. Been trying to close tabs, but I can't close all of them in a day. Oh, crud. Been at this one for, I think, an hour now. Not this particular room, just this level. Might be a 3-parter. We'll see. It caught up to me. Okay, so I think what I need to do is be as close to the... Oh, crap. Be as close to the wall as possible, leaving that section. That's my theory for the time being. I'll get the mushroom, grab the block, and hopefully immediately bolt through the spiny. That's my guess. That is my guess for the time being. I have no better ideas right now. Okay, so we're about here. Nope. Okay, so I think the thing to do then is to hit the spiny and then go as quick as possible. Otherwise, I don't have any other good ideas. Gotten very good at this part. My controller doesn't allegedly let me down. Disco shells are weird, too. Manage the momentum in strange ways. I do like the Wiggler train. Like, I love how perfectly timed that is, just to have it right on his ass. There we go. Alright. Looks safe. Oh, my fingers hurt. And I'm going back to the other controller now. Ah. Celestial Jeweler. Thanks for the GG, Dill and Kappa. What was even going on that level? If I ever jumped, I would... If I ever get any altitude, I would die. There was just a block that does that. It's fine if you're inside of it, but if you leave the floor, you're dead. That's it. Let's learn about celestial jewelry and immediately do that. Let's learn! You probably guessed that you must collect 5 Yoshi coins to enter the pipe. I guess I have. Leave it the GG, Steven. Oh god! I wasn't ready for that. Oh, door, right. I've got to do that faster. Ack. Okay. I was safe there. I get the feeling I'm going to be stuck here for a bit. Okay, let's assume that I don't have to race the bullet for the start. Alright, I've got to come back with a P-switch. Or maybe not all of these are collectible. I'm gonna get... Oh, God. Right. If I don't do that perfectly. There's not a lot of leeway in that. But at the same time, doing it perfectly is not that hard. Why is there 4 here? So I've seen 3 dragon coins so far. This is the 4th one I've seen. Can I go this way? Nope. I see. I see. I see, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Alright, cool. I suddenly realize something important that makes me very unhappy. I have 4 dragon coins. Oh, never mind. Makes me perfectly happy. I'm very happy now. You probably guessed that you must collect 5 Yoshi coins to enter the pipe. I was wondering about that. Alright, so now what? I have a double P-switch. Ah, we're doing that gimmick. Okay. I do love the P-switch jump. P-switch coin jump gimmick. Ah, okay. Do I need to get him to double eat it? Oh no. Okay. I definitely got that first part too easy. This part is going to cause me suffering. Alright. They're stacked for a reason. Don't unstack them. Coins will immediately travel left. Travel right. Like, I get the feeling the first obstacle here is to teach me a thing. There's something I need to learn. No, what I need to learn is that there's 2 objects on the screen. If I don't touch them fast enough, the Yoshi doesn't eat them. That's what I need to learn. Yep, that was it. No fancy tricks. Just good old-fashioned Yoshi eating. Followed by incompetent platforming. Massively incompetent platforming. See, this is why you play games like Jump. Jump Half. You learn about some of these things. Really hope I didn't need to actually race that. Shoot. Well, maybe it's different. It's not different at all. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm not even gonna make it over here. Yeah, when I was doing... What was it? I think the 24-hour one. You know, that would have actually worked in my favor. I could have run that better. I don't need to hit both of them. I can get away with hitting one. I'm not sure if this cheese are intended. But then I can hit the second one once I'm in position to get to the Yoshi. So that saves me a little bit of time. If I don't be dumb. That's the key to the whole thing. Stop being so dumb. Nope, that was too slow. And no P-switch jump. Truly is the worst. Truly. Like, I'm not certain this is an exploit or the intended solution. But it works for me. Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate hammers. Like, I made it sound like I'm angry at the game. I'm not. I'm just angry at me. In fact, now I'm beginning to think this was the intended solution. In fact, good odds. Actually, once something's a coin with a P-switch, does it stay a coin? Once the time runs out, this is not going to help answer my question now, is it? Whatever, I need to practice this section anyway. I just need to run off with the Yoshi. I don't need to do that. Alright, we're gonna stop and wait and observe. As long as it's on the coin, it'll stay on the screen instead of coin. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I had already committed to doing the bit and was taking a drink and waiting for it, so we also got to see it happen. But thank you for the advice. That was useful to confirm what I was suspecting. Too slow. So it's probably not as tight as I think it is. Let's try it. Oh, come on, Yoshi. Let's try it more legitimately, I suppose. If I can just make that jump. Let me go just a little bit further, gain a little bit more height. I still like my cheese, though. I'm gonna go with it. Okay. Hey. Get the feeling I need to feed you up. Please don't eat it. Well, can I soft lock myself in here? I don't think so. Sprite killer. Regular killer. Good. We have learned. We haven't learned a thing. Okay, let me readjust. Ow. So we're not complaining about my back hurting as much. I still may, in fact, do that later. God. We learned to die. I've learned that well enough already. I once looked up, since I've started keeping track in a database, how many times Mario's died. It was a lot. And that's only a lower bound, too. Though some of it does have there's some Chaddock nonsense in there, too, so... Where I was constantly dying every, like, second for a non-trivial amount of time. And by second, I mean frame. You know nothing, Pat Snow? I feel I should know that from somewhere. I think it's Jon Snow for some reason. That or John Cena, one or the other. Super Shiner World? No, I'm good. I'm really good. It was about 200. I posted it somewhere in Discord. It was a lot of dying really quick. Game of Thrones. Okay. I watched Louis play through some of that. That was intriguing. Though I only caught like the last 2 levels, and he wasn't quite so sure how he beat the second to last one. The last one had a silly solution. He was really close to getting it, but didn't quite put it together. But the fellow who made it, I forget his exact name. Oh, for fuck's sake. Or Game of Thrones, yes, indeed. Who made it got back to him in like 5 minutes after he asked, "What the hell do you do here?" Yeah, I ended up poking around the Japanese site for a few minutes just to get a grasp on what they're doing, and one of the ROM hacks they posted was, of all things, Sokoban implemented in Mario World, because why not? Vaguely tempted to play it. Sokoban is not my favorite of games, but if nothing else, that sounds hilarious. I wonder how many more obstacles are ahead of here. Oh god, nope, nope, okay. I need to eat the blargs. I've never eaten a blarg before. MST, Mega Sugoi TNT made the bonsai bill with legs over as a collab. Huh, okay. Interesting. I was thinking about going back and playing some more of those at some point in the near future. I started rigging up some of the random stuff, coming up with a way to deal with the fact that I'd already played some of them, which was a little bit of a problem, since it wants to just look in the database for information about which ROM hacks I've played, and I changed my paths since then. God, I'm being slow. Yeah, I find it strange how, like, relatively segregated the Japanese ROM hacking scene is from the American one. Whereas the Portuguese one is pretty much just there with the American one, but they have their own Discord. Because, you know, they speak Portuguese instead. Guess presumably I don't actually know, I've never been there. Hey! Still wondering if this is cheese. Oh, isn't there Florilla Reznor? Yeah, that's true, there's a Spanish one too, I forgot about them. I only learned about them recently. Say long live the king when throwing Yoshi into the pit. I'll keep that in mind for next time I fail it. Lion King. There we go. That setup is nowhere near as scary as I think it is. No! Okay, so the Yoshi does grow there at least. I poked around the Reznor thing for a couple minutes and couldn't really make heads or tails of what exactly they were up to. It's, you know, the classic, like, easy form format, which I'm kind of amazed still exists anymore. But the Japanese image board format is one I find much more simplified and familiar, I suppose, at this point. No! Enjoy your lava bath, Yoshi. Look at him, he's so happy! It's bouncing up and down in the bathtub. Only way you can be happier is if you had a rubber duck. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. One of my favorite games, way back in the day, was Ernie's Big Splash. Which is basically Incredible Machine, except you gotta get the rubber duck to Ernie. And it doesn't have much challenge at all, because it's made for, you know, like preschoolers. Being a preschooler at the time, I did think it was quite good. Nowadays, I don't doubt it would hold my interest for very long, but you know. How to make a real red Yoshi. Step 1, lava bath as a baby. It's the Achilles method. Thought Yoshi was the rubber duck? I mean, that does help. If you're the rubber duck yourself, like, you'll always enjoy bath time. A 2 out of 3. Oh, I read a fantastic D's Nuts thing about a fellow who was, when dipped in the river Styx, instead of held by his heel, was held by his scrotum. And fought aside Achilles, telling the story of both of these. It was silly. Commit witchery. I'm certain there's probably a way to transmogrify Yoshi colors on the fly that works. There's probably a fun, like, collab hack type level in there. Bonk. There we go. At least I'm in that part mostly consistent now. You know, I shouldn't wait. I should immediately go and run and get it. I needed to be going down. That's a hard thing to do. How do I get on Yoshi like that? I need to be jumping, I think. Like, I'm getting there. I get what I'm supposed to do. The timing's starting to come to me. But I'm still not entirely sure. Boink. Yoshi, you. Enjoy your lava bath. So how are the good old days? They're actually pretty good. How you doing, Daizo? I'm not good at them, but making progress. In retirement. Oh, boy. Not retired yet. I'm just gonna keep jumping into that guy, though. Here for a quick visit. Revealed a hack today on Evil Guy's stream. Oh, nice! Yeah, I saw the boss. The Thwomp boss. That looked fun. When you posted it to, like, ROM Hack Races, it was, like, 7 hours before the premiere, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I won't look at this, and then it came up again later. So I actually did see it. There we go. Oh yeah, that. That was a really cool Thwomp boss. Ah. Not a normal Thwomp boss. No, it's a different. It's not the Thwomp boss, the Dynamics or whomever Thwomp sprite boss. This is a, like, moving wall Thwomp boss that does cool stuff. Is it diagonal though? I don't think it moves diagonal. It's not a bishop. It's a Thwomp. Thwomps only move in horizontal and vertical. Oh, I can't say that because some in Mario 3 move diagonally, don't they? Ah. Oh. Yeah, it's Giganto Thwomp. It is true. In fact, if you want to link to it, feel free to link to it, Daizo. It's cool. I don't have a link on me. Definitely makes me interested in that hack when it comes around. Yeah, I forgot about the ones in Mario 3 that move diagonally. They never move diagonally in Mario 2. Or, not Mario 2. They never move diagonally in World. They never move diagonally in, like, later things. I don't think they move diagonally. They move in arcs in Mario 64 sometimes. Huh. There's a lot more to Thwomp movement than I ever thought possible. I think I need a research grant. Yeah. What's up, Louie? What's the gimmick of this level? Well, the first half I collected 5 dragon coins, and this half, the gimmick is I need to feed the Yoshi. I think I've discovered some cheese by doing what I'm doing now, but it could also be the intended solution, I'm not really sure. We were even talking about Shine World a few minutes ago. Since Mario was dying a lot, and I could actually query exactly, well, a lower bounds on the number of times I've killed Mario during stream. Because SA1 exists. The prior one involved never, ever, ever, ever jumping, which was tricky. That was closer. Considering the first Tay boss is B Blader from Mega Man X. That is... what? I'm curious how the plot comes together for this to work. I'm very interested. Also, Louis, how was the, I believe the Yump today? I actually went to bed hella early yesterday, so I did not watch anything late, which was nice. Played Yump? Nice. The original. I tried playing that once as part of Chat Hacks, and it went horribly. Just absolutely horribly. The Layer 2 ice thing was not working for us. We gave up and did something else. I forget what. Never played it before, so far. Nice. The intro boss for Mega Man X. Ooh. Is that, you mean X2? Or, oh, right, you told me about this one, the B-Blader. Yes, I remember now. Stick it on him. Remind you of Chat Hacks a lot. That's a good thing, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna try this legit now. Oh, I guess we're not trying this legit now because I was too slow. You actually played Evil Yump for about half an hour? Like the Chaos version of this hack? Oh my. And yeah, the debug thing I think is something D4 made a while ago. It seems very useful because it tells you effectively how much, what percentage of a frame you have left. I've seen other people do similar things by like flipping the color emphasis bit on at some point down the screen for NES games. I think that works without being too CPU intensive or having problems like getting through the PBU. Things like that. The actual new hack is a chaotic new hack based on the After Years 1. Crap. Maybe I'll have to grab the After Years 1 and give it a playthrough before the second one comes out. Kind of way that an awful lot of people getting on Grand Poo World 2 before the third one comes out at some point. You know, it's a good thing I like fakey MIDI horns. Otherwise, that intro would be really annoying to listen to over and over and over again. There we go. To be honest, a lot of Tay 1 is explained in Tay 2. Get a spoiler immediately when you start the game. Gotcha. It was more of a, in the event that there's nothing good to moderate, I have time and want to play Super Mario World, that is one I can put on the list. Right now the standard queue is actually pretty well under control just because... Like, come on, get on that Aside from the 2 I have claimed right now, there's nothing else I can really jump in and do. I don't want to touch Marissa World again for obvious reasons. It's a good enough hack, but I'm not moderating it again. Let me phrase this. It's an interesting hack, and I'm not moderating it. I'm not touching it again for moderation purposes. I might play it more later to enjoy it, possibly. But, and then there's Sakari 2, but I've played Sakari 2, and I think some other moderator should pick that one up. It'll be a pretty quick, easy lap, too. Like, there was hardly anything wrong with it in the first place. So. Oh, gotta play it on SNES? There, SNES 9X for it? Okay. I will keep that in mind if I do that. I don't generally like to play things on emulator for obvious reasons, just because I've got everything else hooked up, but the audio thing is definitely one that I would make an exception for. Sadly, that's a thing flashcards can't fix, because it's inside the APU. Some music slows down, but it's just because of that. Add music $4. Oh, so it's not quite as bad as, say, like, the original Catastrophe, where the add music made it, like, horrific to listen to, like, actual... Not like... I'm trying to come up with a better phrase than garbage, but basically that's what it sounds like, is the audio equivalent of garbage. Or possibly a Mersbo album. One or the other. Come on. Yeah, I got on the Yoshi. And got the 1-up gate, yes! Got the bad feeling I need this. Gotta get every jewel. Not even looking at you, Blarg. No! I see where I have a problem. That's cute. Did I play the original Catastrophe? That was one of the earlier hacks you played in dealing with the audio questions annoying. I played it for a couple minutes just to see what happened. I don't remember exactly why, but yeah, the audio was terrible. Hey, Marissa! Oh, crap. I cannot not focus on this level. Just straight up vanilla. It's beautiful, isn't it? Slowing down a bit since Melon Pizza wants to reorganize a lot. Alright. Yeah, if just the songs slow down a bit, that's not too bad. Things could be a lot worse. Yeah, I've actually seen this used in another spot, which is why I knew... I had a pretty good idea of what was coming next. There's a puzzle in Jump Half that involves this, which is cute. Works fine on late build? Okay. Interesting. Actually streamed it yourself a bit? Alright. Well, now I'm just kind of curious if it would work on SNES. Not that I would actually play it, I'd probably like pick it up and see if it works, see what works, what doesn't for a few minutes. It's one of those things with add music. The moment you know it doesn't work, you know it doesn't work. Oh, what's up, Forgot? How you doing? The SNES also has some options. That's true. The SNES has some audio compatibility options. That's another thing I could do. Why do you need a message there? Because the way Twitch does things, it could send me some sort of meta information over IRC when you get a message like this, but it doesn't. So I force messages for pretty much every thing integration just because I need to get it through IRC. And I don't feel like setting up their pub sub just for that. Fury of the Storm. I have played Fury of the Storm. I was actually thinking about WLDC today. Built a metadata file for it. All right, the ad. Yeah, still I was thinking about WLDC. Why can I not get that one anymore? The actual WLDC, I built a metadata file for it and got the randomizer thing working, or my random hack chooser thing working for it. Wait, no! Oh, shoot. Because you recently modded it to be chaotic, you could potentially fix it. My bot broken now. It's supposed to give me a message. Oh wait, no. It tried to read it. I don't know if it actually succeeded. Let's see. Here we go. We'll do this. Hit the Desu button. I don't think it worked. Oh, wait, the banner thing didn't work? Ah, crap. Now let me fix it. That's what I get for not checking everything open. Oh, because Windows wants to install updates, of course. Windows wants to install updates. What? I can literally see it there. Classic Windows move. Yeah, it's just silent. I don't know what's going on. Now it works. It worked earlier. I'm utterly baffled. I can see this thing is receiving the messages. Let me just restart it, I guess. Stuck in admin only mode? Maybe. But it worked earlier. Zuccotti definitely used it. There we go. You heard the TTS? Yeah, those I all did by hand, though. I'm not sure why they broke. Like, voice is still clearly up. And yes, it says add 0. It'll fix itself the next ad when the next ad comes up. There you go. So yeah, to explain what's going on, forgot. My TTS stuff and everything else is like custom handmade by me. And so sometimes it doesn't work so well. It just gets confused and does silly things. And it's being a little bit unreliable today. But we got it. Things are working somewhat better now. I don't know why. I must have had like a transient failure somewhere with the messages, because I could see it getting the messages. I'm just not sure why it's doing these things. And I still can't get that third one consistently. Real player, quick time. He'll take 1,000 of each. Conveniently, they're free for download. No, but it seems to work now. Apparently it just... Oh, that was through it. I had to install QuickTime to get Miku to work. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I guess in case anyone is curious what's going on and why certain things are working that way, my TTS is actually Hatsune Miku. I bought a license. I actually own a physical copy of the Vocaloid software. Probably take a picture of it at some point. I had to get a specific version for this nonsense to work. No! Oh no, I understand now. I was so close. But sometimes it just doesn't work right because of the like layers and layers of software between Twitch chat and this. Have as many ads as you want. That's what they're there for. Similarly, all of the, the fact that I'm playing as Marissa in this hack is not usually supposed to happen, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta be Marissa. Even when it's not Tuesday. Oh, I wait for it to fall down. I'm a moron. Can you just wait for it to fall through the floor then? Yep. Marissa's Kaizo Tuesday. Don't say it too loud. It might actually happen. Awaluta was here earlier. It could actually occur. And yeah, you realize that at exactly the same time I did. What the hell I was supposed to do there. I like this hack. Like, this section is really cool. Oh, come on. Make it Wednesday? I guess Toadette already had a Kaizo Tuesday, but Toho Tuesday is a thing, so... Alf. Then you can say that it's Marissa Mikwach in German. Oh my. Toad back, forward, around. Oh, German and your different things. Oh. Okay, I just need to spin jump there. If I spin jump there, I'll probably be successful. In fact, we're just going to spin jump everywhere now. There's no reason to regular jump at any point here. Except for the, whatchamacallit. Oh, God! Wasn't ready for that. Also variations of It's Wednesday, my dudes. Is that a thing? Mercedes? Huh. Rickrolled in 2022. It's true. Remastered special gift. I still think my favorite of like the silly ones is the internet survey one. That was like the first one I put in there. Actually, Firefox might have been the first one I put in there. Brilliant. Thank you, Yoshi. Okay, now to not die in a stupid way. This is the best overlay you've ever seen. Well, thank you. How you doing, Taku? I wrote it for April Fool's Day, but people liked it enough I kept it around. The turbo encabulator. It's true. It's right there. Right there for taking. Thanks for the GGs. I'm gonna take a quick sip of beverage and we'll move on to the next level. The Deja Vu of the Mirage Gates. It's 5:45 a.m. I'm drinking an energy drink and eating some toaster blueberry waffles. Sounds good to me. If you enter the doors, you reset this room. Try not to be in the same Y position with the doors and use the up button carefully. First off, 420 channel points. Ow. Yeah, there's a great number of things you can use channel points for on this. Oh no! I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. This requires an awful lot of mindfulness. Not trapdoors. No, the trick here is you can only press up once. Unless you're misaligned. Okay, then you can press up. But if you're aligned with the doors, then you go up. Then you go door. Climbing the stream like standard. Huh. Yeah, I did not know that. I thought it was more of a Mario Maker thing. This kind of trap. Jank. I mean, it's Mario World. It's to be expected. There's a lot of jank in Mario World. And almost all of it is documented. There is no place I want to stand involving those two. I'm behind the doors. God, the moderator in me makes me want to go through every single friggin' door. But the reasonable person in me does not. Oh, you... Wait, I won't go through a door if I'm... Oh, that didn't work. Justin Blocks? No, this hack is entirely vanilla. Well, mostly vanilla. It's vanilla in all of the important ways. And thank you for the follow. Here's your fish. Why is the chat scrolling? It has to catch up sometimes. Once it changes views, it sometimes gets confused. It moved out of the... It was in the ad thing for a long time. It should catch up pretty quick. Trapdoors out the traps. Yeah, besides retry, besides music, and a couple other quality of life patches. But nothing that actually substantially changes the gameplay. In fact, the OEO outlines exactly which patches he used on the page itself, and everything else is just standard tiles. No map 16 edits at all. It still needs your ads. Patches, yeah. I said it's mostly vanilla in all of the ways that matter. You could do this in complete vanilla, but it's much nicer to do it with a little bit of chocolate. Alright, so you can still invoke doors when you're behind them. That's weird. So that's why he gets to use the flunchers? Wait, were there flunchers? Oh, no. No, they're not floating. They're clearly on the fence. Like, see, they're sitting on the fence. They're not floating at all. I think that's okay. Backdoors, indeed. If Windows 95 was so good, why not Windows 95 too? They did that, have a Windows 95 too, I think. It was like a major patch revision off a lot of people. That wasn't smart at all. Wait a second. Okay, how about this? I do this, and then move diagonally. Yeah, that works. Like flungers to get you rejected. I have actually talked some people out of using floating munchers in the past, but sure. Times have changed it a little bit. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Yeah, there were like 3 revisions, I think. Did I miss Farah showing up? Crap. Yeah, I saw on Twitter that that there was some unfortunateness. A Faro ad, yeah, that he did not succeed in getting a job. Yeah, one of them included Windows 90 Internet Explorer. That is true. Were any of them called that? I don't remember. I think one of them was like Windows 95 OSR something. Only reason I even know this is because there were like a bunch of different OS tons, and one of them was a different Windows 95. Oh, the video's removed? Oh no. Wait, what? Seriously? No! This makes me sad. It was up there for years! That's trash and YouTube knows it. Absolute nonsense. OSR 2, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. What was the video? It was the Mario masturbation video. Driving and I'm speeding and I'm vigorously masturbating, etc. They made a sequel. It was not quite as good. But they took it down. It was already flagged as adults only. There was no nudity. Like, it's literally, like, there's no... I think they probably, like, even submitted it as, like, a class project or something. It really looks like it was made in high school. Why's my computer taking off? It's very strange. Very, very strange. Right, I want to misalign myself and then hold up and right. This level is nerve-wracking. Misalignment. Always misalignment. Holding isn't enough. You need misalignment. It's a hard friggin' level. But only because I'm dumb. That's not misaligned. It is a super funny video. It's a shame that's taken down. I'll have to go see if I can find a copy somewhere. Download today. Alpha Sphere just makes you want to revisit. Yeah, it's almost Halloween. Be a good time for it. Just hold up all the time and you'll never enter a door. We already did the always holding a direction level. I don't think I can do it again. Someone linked an old video on the Science Discord, and then the next day it was taken down. Oh, that sucks. I'm also, I guess ultimately I'm also not surprised to hear there's an SMW Science Discord and that you're in it. Because those things together actually make a lot of sense. Want to do 3.0? There's no harm. Eep. Yeah, the constantly holding down level was not my favorite. Well, sub-level. This should require a lot of mindfulness. Yeah, it did not even ship with FAT32. Because Windows 98, the first revision, also was, I think, 16-bit, which did quickly change as people got on the 64-bit or 32-bit bus. Okay, misaligned. There's a lot more experienced people in there. I mean, I'm just not surprised that there exists one and you are in it. That's all I'm saying. Not that you're the most experienced person, just like that's a place I would expect to find you. Yeah, early Windows was interesting. There's a lot of like shims and stuff built in there. Really enjoyed Raymond Chen's book and his blog. If you're not reading that, you're a huge nerd. You probably should be, because Raymond Chen has interesting stuff. Working on something Alpha Sphere related that's not necessarily in SMW. Remake Swords? Oh, nice. No, 95 is 32 from the ground up, would pose to 3.x, which required Win32s. I swear there was a 16-bit version of Windows 95. I'm pretty sure there was. I don't think support lasted for it for very long, but I'm pretty sure there was. 3.1 was the bomb? I don't know. I mean, 3.1 kind of had like all of the downsides and none of the upsides. Then again, you know, I bet on the OS2 train back then, rather than the NT train. We, for a period of time, had NT4 and Windows 95 on the same machine, dual booting it, because we wanted to... Actually, I have no idea why my mom did that. But we had it, in case we wanted to go into Windows NT mode, and we didn't really, as children, want to go into Windows NT mode because it meant that the games weren't there. We would rather be able to play our games in Windows 90. Yeah, this is 3.1. There were some good, like, 3.1 games back when people were still using, like, VB to make games. Okay, don't do that. Still runs a lot of 16-bit code. Windows 95 followed Windows for Workgroups lack of older supporter. Oh, I'll be okay. I mean, 16-bit code was supported up until the 64-bit changeover. For an awful lot of reasons, like legacy drivers and DOS games and other DOS applications. I don't know if you could actually make a 16-bit Windows... I guess 3.1 allowed you to make 16-bit Windows applications. Yeah, while you're rotating, it changes your X position enough that you can get screwed that way. That's lovely. Okay. I don't understand the timing for that. Let's at least look at the next part of the puzzle. Not using a platform engine? Oh, nice. Did it because he could. It's the best reason to do things. Head out. Alright. See you later, Daiso. Yeah, run 16-bit shockingly long. I, in fact, did use the 16-bit version of the QBasic compiler for a while, too, until I learned a better language. That was convenient. Been mass uploading for schedule reasons. Ah, gotcha. Later. Yeah. Uploading is a pain. That's why I don't do it manually. I have written a shocking amount of code to make it so I don't have to upload things manually. Or cut things up, but that's probably not for the best. I still think my queuing system is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. Where I just have a playlist of things that are ready, and it takes the one off the top, and makes it public. And it just runs at 6 a.m. every day. It's really convenient. I don't have to worry about it. As long as there's things in there, it'll shove some out every day. One of my better tricks. There we go. I actually wrote it because I got really tired of YouTube Scheduler and wanting to move things around. Toadette, why? Why would you run stuff at 6 a.m.? That's like prime gaming time for sleep. Because usually I'm asleep at 6 a.m. and it's a good time to make sure that the thing that needs to run first before I burn any more quota gets run. Turns out YouTube quota is actually surprisingly hard to get to come by, and so I can do approximately 4 video uploads before it runs me out. And because of that, I should do it during the morning when I'm not actually doing other things with it. So, what a weird time to be asleep. Well, it runs on a cron job. Well, a scheduled task. I don't actually run it. And I mean, it does everything. It schedules the next video based upon the playlist. It cuts up all of my VODs into individual hacks. The amount of time I have to spend on YouTube relative to the number of videos that come out is relatively low. I'm very happy with this system. Too early. Excuse me a sec. Sorry. Curious which part is the HOM part. I built the whole system because I was having trouble dealing... I was not happy with the way Twitch markers work in the Twitch VOD player. And it was making my moderations happen less often than I wanted. And so I fixed that by doing... That was a drop, not a kick. By writing something that would cut things up and figure out all the timestamps so that my moderation timestamps become a YouTube comment with good timestamps I could just click on and run through. There was a really long hack that took several, like 6 or 7 sessions to beat. And I used it for that. And ever since, I've just used it for other things, just to add on little bits here and there. It turned out to be one of my better time investments. That's why you're thinking about it? Alright. Ask away. Yeah, that's clearly the intended solution. Nuts. Oh, pulling up the Discord link? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it turns out that doing YouTube uploads through Python isn't too hard. The most irritating part, without a doubt, was getting all the timestamps to line up. And in fact, I have severe time skew, clock skew happening on my laptop now, and so I have a watch that runs every, like, minute to resync the time. Just to be sure. Since I've done that, the clock skew has been a lot less. Basically, if it's less than a second, I don't care. But more than a second, it irritates me, and so I actually have to fix things up. Been thinking I'll just do a gigantic tech dump for C3, along with some of the moderation stuff, explain how my tech works. Because I'm really proud of it, but there's not a whole lot of time to actually show this. None of it's really shower stuff. It's kind of like when you refactor a piece of code, like no one cares. It's cleaner, it might be faster, it's prettier, but like it doesn't draw an umbrella on the screen. I don't know why that was my key example. You need to go back and revisit Python. Your current job is using Bash and PowerShell, but Python can do both of those. They can. I mean, in general, what you're doing, I find that Bash and PowerShell can be a lot better when most of what you're doing is chaining together existing applications using pipes. Or the object thing that PowerShell uses, because it doesn't really map directly to pipes, but it's totally pipes, I guess. Typed pipes, maybe? And while you can do that kind of thing in Python, it's a lot clumsier. So even I have some Bash stuff lying around just when I need it for that kind of thing. But not too often. It's mostly if there are things to do with pipes. File manip or running things between objects, exactly. Like, file manip is often just a lot easier to leave to Bash. But Python does a lot of great things too. You know, it's a very batteries-included language, as they say. And it's my go-to when I need to do basically anything. I did a bunch of image stuff earlier this week, part of a project that Desi was hoping for some help with. He kicked himself! He done kicked himself. Oh, ad purchased. I'm curious. It needs you join the fight against aliens? The fuck is this? Federal United Command. FUC. Alright. There you go. Approved. Maybe I should buy an ad or two. Maybe one day. And by buy, I mean I don't have to buy it. I actually just have a button that says it's paid for. In fact, if I wanted to fuck with you, I could, like, unpay for it, and then it would pop back up as another channel point reward. But I have no desire to do so. This has to do with how it's implemented. Please do not kick yourself. That's not a door. I just noticed that's not a door. There's a little bit of slowdown there. I'm gonna put a marker down. You must provide a message for this reward. Why? Nobody knows. I told you, because of IRC requirements. How you doing, MJs? How you doing, MJ? Nuts. Oh, that's how I'll fix it. Oh, I cannot believe that I missed the obvious solution to that. Oh, that is such an easy solution now. Yeah, Daizo was mentioning that there was some weird scrolling behavior with the chat window, and I know why that is, and I didn't have a good fix, and now I know how to fix it. I'll just put the other chat window off screen, then it'll still be visible and still be processing messages. Problem solved. Yes, you can, but then I won't get them through the IRC bus. I have to set up a separate pub sub channel for it. And before that, it was something even more annoying. And so basically, in the interest of not having to set up more stuff that runs off that and still using IRC, I decided not to. So everything requires text. I mean, it doesn't require much text. And 9 times out of 10, if I have a reward, it generally needs something. They're commands to do things, after all. They're not just like, here's a sound that plays. Admittedly, that's what TTS is, but you know. Getting better all the time. Okay, maybe better isn't quite the right word for it. I still can't tell if that's a door or not. That's a door. Oh, I can go down! Why was I confused by that? Ads and CD drive are the only ones it's superfluous for. I guess there's other ones like Shake where it's kind of superfluous. Like a non-trivial number of them really don't need it. And if I ever get around to refactoring it, I'll come up with a way to deal with it that makes sense, but it's just not high on my list of coding priorities. Frankly speaking, just seeing Toadette here reminds me I should finish up my 32 by 32x explorations and be done with that at some point in the near future. Because it's not hard code, it just involves doing a lot of transformations. If Twitch is deprecating IRC, or you'd imagine, I really hope they're not deprecating IRC because it just works. I don't want to have to move it all to something else. Plus, there's so many chatbots that are dependent upon IRC. It would just be such a pain in the ass. For no real gain, either. I don't think that there's a better message bus for just chat stuff than IRC, really, when you get down to it. Like, sure, I could subscribe to a WebSocket and get events that way, but eh. This is at least a standard. But I don't recall seeing a deprecation notice for Twitch, for IRC anytime soon. At least I hope not. God, I really don't want to rewrite all that shit in the event they deprecate it. XMPP. Yeah, XMPP exists, but nobody cares about it anymore. Once Google Talk moved off of it and onto its own, not an XMPP implementation, it basically died. And then Facebook pulled theirs, and Federation for chat just died in an instant. Too early. Oh, sure, lots of internal systems still use it. I'm pretty sure whatever is running Google Chat in the background is probably still XMPP. I'd be shocked if Facebook Chat really moved off it much either. It's just nobody actually uses the proper interfaces anymore. The era of integration has kind of died off. Because everybody wants to use GraphQL instead, because, I don't know, GraphQL is terrible. Cisco Jabber at work? Oh my. Why do you keep wasting points for nonsense like this? I don't know. I think as Faro once said, it's hard to save up channel points in my channel because I have rewards that actually do things. Which might be a good thing. I still haven't cleared the reward queue very well. The temptation is too great. League of Legends could be built off XMPP. I believe that. In fact, my guess is probably it's using like the default Erlang XMPP implementation that an awful lot of people built their stuff off of. Because Erlang is pretty nifty. I've only ever met one person who coded in Erlang ever. He also owned a website dedicated to certain types of fan fiction and made a shit ton of money off it. Really strange guy. Oh. Jabbert. Hello, Robert. Oh. No. I have to assume at some point during the entirety of Dilbert that Dilbert made a robot and called it Robert. but I don't really have a desire to find out myself. What is this? Erlang hello. That's actually amazing. Chat commands over IRC. If a chatbot needs to time out, they'll have to use an API. Okay, that still sucks. How you doing, Mysidia? As long as listening isn't deprecated, I'll be happy. But yeah, I could see why people would not want to change over that. That is vexing. It does make more sense, but it's still kind of terrible. You have an API that works. It's not complicated. Ah! Yellow ones. Always the yellow ones. I wonder how much more level there is to this level. I have the feeling I was close. Or, well, this sub-level. I'm certain there's a midway and everything past it. You know, I kind of want to go look up how many hacks I have approved that have been very hard now. Because only one comes to mind. And that was Disk Defrag. A very hard hack made by Level Engine. I'm curious how many other... Oh, for fuck's sake, I meant to drop it! How many other hacks of that particular difficulty I've moderated. Go. Right buttons, wrong order. Oh. But yeah, I don't think Speedy Catbot actually uses any slash commands, so I'm safe for the time being. And by that I mean it doesn't. Because it doesn't really do any moderating stuff. It has no reason to do it. Like, I could see it if I wanted to be funny and, like, make a magic word that times you out or something. That's something I could do, but nothing else really comes to mind. Banning naughty words by whitelist or blacklist is just kind of a waste of time. Well, mostly by blacklist. You stupid yellow turtle. It's been a while since I got caught by that door. I'm pretty sure at some point I've been caught by every door worth of screens, or screen worth of doors. Except maybe... we should do these explicitly. I'm willing to bet if I were to go into Lunar Magic and look, that he just has the entire thing painted with the exit door taking me back to the beginning for the entirety of the stage. Because why wouldn't you do it that way? There's no reason to be judicious in the use of your exit screens. If you know this is your gimmick, you may as well just stretch it over and not have to ever worry about it. It's clever. I've also learned you can go through doors while that thing is swinging, which is a weird interaction. Okay. Please, yellow one, don't do anything stupid. The other Koopas can become disco shells, right? Like, it's not just the yellow shelled ones, or the yellow shoed ones. I'm pretty sure it's just the yellow shoed ones. Them and their random walking. I don't know why I keep doing a drop strat there. There's no reason to do that. Like, down does not affect you when you're going through a door. Down affects you on vines, but doesn't affect you on doors. The more I think about it, I guess there's an argument for having non-textual rewards because some people are mobile users, and it's probably a pain to enter any text. Because I've never actually used the Twitch mobile app to any serious degree. So I have no idea how annoying it would be to actually enter text in. Huh. I want at least one more shot at that. It's bugging me. I think I just like dropping there. I probably won't ever stop. Okay. Bonk. You think I'd learn? I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about vis-a-vis this level. It's one of the downsides of very hard in Kaizo is sometimes you're just stuck in an area for a very long time. And an amount I'll be able to quantify after 6 a.m., surprisingly. Well, VOD's 4 hours long, probably more like 7:30, but whatever. Still takes time to cut it up and upload it. FFmpeg got a FFmpeg after all. Hey, you get back behind there. Okay, and jump! Okay, step forward, get shell. And he kicks himself! God, I hate this obstacle. I feel like I'm doing it right, but then the yellow Koopa's like, nah, I'm just gonna dirt my way into death. Like, is there a way to do that consistently? Is someone more Kaizo-y than me could explain, like, what you do to make sure the Koopa's not going to do a dumb and murder itself while flipping a shell over? Or am I just monstrously unlucky? Or does that have something to do with, like, sub-pixels or something? You forget what prevents the Koopa from hurting itself? Fair enough. Was hoping someone might know. I presume, is it something I can... Well, I guess if you forget, you don't know. That doesn't help me. But there has to be a way to make these setups consistent, right? Like, people do this without this constantly happening and frustrating people. Only thing will help is a therapist. What if it's an analyst and a therapist? Do you think that would help our Koopa? Such a stupid joke. In Arrested Development, I didn't make the joke. Hey. May want to try dropping on the floor once beforehand. Okay, I'll try that. Well, no, I just did that. Inadvertently, but I did that. It's always awesome when I accidentally follow someone's advice, like, right before they give it. Means I'm on the right wavelength or something. To be fair, it was completely on accident. Am I cursed? Like, at this point, I simply disbelieve that it's possible for me to get that Koopa to do the thing. It also occurs to me that this... You know, I'm going to ask OEO if he's applied the 255 exit patch. I guess no, the retry patch also does that, doesn't it? I mean, would it? Like, I feel like it's very possible with this level to run into that problem somehow, but... Hit it twice against the wall. Okay. Alright, we'll try... when I get there again, I'll try all the things. Because at this point, I'm just frustrated. I do not legitimately know what I'm doing wrong with this Koopa, aside from occasionally dropping it when it's too close to the shell. Or too close to the Koopa. Retrial initialize the sub-level counter value thing back to 1 on death, but you can still do 255 in 1 life. Yeah, I may suggest grabbing that patch too. Because it seems very plausible that I would do this on accident at some point. But either way, I don't think it would actually be a moderation issue. Because again, it's a pretty implausible thing to do. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Alright, I didn't actually do all the things. I forgot to read them. I'm going to pause when I get there and read that carefully. Okay. I said I'd pause and read it carefully. Try dropping it so it doesn't hit the wall, or hit it against the wall once. Twice. Okay. Oh. That's what I get for only paying attention to the text and not to the environment around me. Basically, I think the shell might swap face direction when it hits the wall. So you can swap it 0 times or twice. When you drop it down the hall, you frequently hit the wall. Okay. And you think that the shell's direction might change how it kicks it into itself. That was very strange. I wonder if that's a... Just have hitting against the wall. Let me think about... Ow. Not really sure. Can't think of anything else. Alright, fair enough. It is also possible that I am cursed. Unlikely, admittedly. Don't think I've done anything to piss off anything that would curse me recently. Or at least in the course of this stream. Life is like a door. Life is like a mop. And sometimes, when it's dirty, you gotta wring it out. Say, hey! This mop's too dirty, I can't clean floors with this! I wish I could remember the actual monologue. It is fantastic. UHF. Somewhat underrated movie, mostly because it came out at basically the same time as a ton of other really good movies. I cannot for the life of me get this to work. Well, that reminds, I guess actually if that's taken down, maybe we should ask if I think it's Blue Ribbon wants his ad redirected somewhere else. Such a bummer. Hope the guy re-uploads it. Alright, I'm gonna be super careful, and if the Koopa kicks the bucket again instead of getting in the shell, I think... I don't know what I think. Could try to get 0 bonks. Okay. I mean, I can try to be more careful and drop it a bit further from, like, the right with less momentum. Or to the left, I mean. Just a little bit. Alright, I think you might be onto something. Or Providence smiled upon me. I'm going to put a marker down. There's a little bit of slowdown there. Alright, what is going to... Okay, so I have to figure out where the door misalignment is there and use that to ascend. Or perhaps just start at the top and never go down. But the fact that it worked fills me with determination. Or something like that. There we go. I think you're onto it, Louie. I think it has something to do with bonking. I guess if Ouya wanted to be kind, he could replace the concrete brick there with a another sprite-only tile, and I think that would solve it. First few notes of Megalovania play. Yep. That was the intent anyway. I'm just gonna go slow as hell. I do not need to play Fish Bullet Hell. No! God does not play Fish Bullet Hell. Abe Lincoln. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Taurus. Or Yaris. Ford does the Focus. Toyota does the Yaris. And the Yaris is not very good. It bonked it. But no, it bonked it, but it didn't matter. Is it all just a state of mind? And the reason I'm pausing there is when you pause, you change how the fireballs spawn. Just want to point that out. I don't know if I'm making much good use of it, but it feels better than just going at it. Oh, I can see the munchers. That's how I can align myself. Think I'm high enough. Down. No, you... tricked me. You tried to trick me. I'm glad I didn't go through the door. That seemed like the obvious thing to do. What? 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 Oh, that. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, I hate it. Oh. I guess I'm going through this door. Oh. Now you could easily 255 yourself in this room. Did you climb down in that bit with the thwomp? Did I? I don't know. Oh, I don't think I did. I might have. The thing is, when you are climbing, when you briefly on the vines, you're allowed to press up. When you're attaching, you can press up. That's what I've been doing all along. But you can't press more than once. So that's how I've played it, at least. I hate coin mazes. Now, it's easy to forget on this level, because I spent so much dang time doing it. You know, it also occurs to me, I need to make a... I need to make it such that I can use it to come back, because I'm going to need to get to that thing. Yeah, spin jump's definitely better. I'm just thinking about what this path needs to look like right now. Because this is not going to work, despite the fact that I got it kind of... I need to introduce a stair step partway through. Because it's not merely enough to get out of this dang hole, I need to actually get up there. That wouldn't have worked anyway. That's too high. It's way too high. And somehow I forget every single time. Alright, let me get that back in my ear. Alright. It's time for a short beverage break. Ah. Sip indeed. Sip indeed. Oh, I missed it. Septic Fireman, how you doing? I got distracted when dealing with the coin maze. Looks like some really hot garbage. It's not hard garbage, it's just hard. Like, unlike an awful lot of things that could qualify like that, there's clear intent here. Which is completely readable. Except I fucked it up. Like, I see what the plan is, I just need to do it. And never jump too high, because then I'll screw myself. There's just a lot to keep in mind. Nope. Humans are bad at splitting their focus so dynamically. Yup! Ugh. Especially when I can't do full jumps. Yeah, that one was already a failure because I cut off the entire thing. There's a lot of ways to fail it here. Not a lot of ways to succeed it. That was the last up, too. Oh, I already bonked the block that time and without thinking about it. Okay, come on. At least there's a quick reset door. Don't jump. Do the left first. I don't have much faith that this is workable. Doesn't mean I shouldn't have tried, but... that up at the very bottom is going to get me for quite some time. That's the first time I failed that. Not the first time, but I haven't failed that way in a while yet. I'm also hoping that this level kind of ends pretty soon after this. This obstacle alone is non-trivially lengthy. But I see the keyhole, which makes me hope that right off screen there's the keyhole. Don't need to spin jump for the first left, just push left. Push left, then jump up. Okay, just calm down. It's not that hard. It's a simple order of operations. That one was screwed anyway because I cut the area off instead of building a nice little step. He get a step, I get a step, he get a step. I get a window of the glass, he gets a window of the glass. I get a clock radio, he cannot afford. Nice. Okay. There's more, but wait, there's more! Oh. Let's carefully go and see what more is. We don't get to see what more is. You're not angry? There's definitely an oops. You're screaming internally and you're not even playing. I could see it. Even in very chill, time to consume spam and cheesy egg yolk ramen. Egg yolk cheesy ramen? Oh, that could be nice. Egg is a classic ramen topping. She's a little less so, but... Ah! I think for certain types of ramen it actually might be common. I'm not sure. That's already screwed. I have to bring a key back. How the fuck is that gonna work? Oh wait, no, just climbing. Oh, I've already screwed myself again, right? Because I need to leave a hole there. I'm getting there. I'm making sense of it. I'm forgetting what I'm doing right as I do it. She's associated with Koreans, you guessed? They showed you? Huh. Didn't know that. Could see it. Took too long. It's nice to platform for a second or two before we have to do this. I walked into that! I had a chance! Would love to know how much more is after this. But I mean, seeing a keyhole is a pretty good indication that there isn't anything much after this. Right? That up is always going to be the hardest one for me. It's one of two. There's parts of this that actually time really well with the bullet bill now that I think about it. I didn't realize what's going to go on there. Already screwed. Forgot what I was doing. Doesn't help that I'm not good at these things even when I'm not under pressure. The block snake is not one of my favorite, or the coin snake. Alright, I cut that there. I hope I don't need the block again. Wait, oh no. Alright, well at least parts of this make sense. Down is fine, right is okay, go over. I'm gonna be a lot faster than that. But the end is nigh, I can see it. Kind of. Then I just had to figure out what to do to get all the way back. It is clever. I'm not sure I like it. Oh, this might be recoverable. That doesn't look recoverable to me. Stick to the plan. Simple plan. Which is also a band. At some point in the 90s. I think people liked them. I'm not really sure. No. Getting there, getting there, getting there. gonna keep doing that. Alright. What time is it? Okay. Really want to beat the level. I think everybody here understands that feeling. I also really, really want to have my up and down buttons removed from my controller and thrown into a ditch somewhere. If only it was possible. So there's one of these in the original jump, and you have to use it to get into a door. You have to run your block snake, or coin snake, all the way through actually a maze to the end. And me and Snyder were not good at this when we were playing Jump originally. And so we actually started, anytime we'd fail the coin thing, we'd still try anyway by just getting on the P-switch and trying to press up at just the right time. And sometimes we'd get inside the door and have a chance to fight the boss. And it was pretty awesome when it worked. It didn't work all the time. It had a pretty low success rate. But a higher success rate than running the coin snake through the maze, surprisingly. Yeah, that ghost house in the ice world. Yep. My idea was good, my timing was bad. That feeling when you miss it by one. Basically what I'm saying is if you ask me to do this, or do a P-switch jump, I definitely would rather do the P-switch jump repeatedly. I don't know why I did that. I can just walk all the way to the edge and then go up instead. Alright, back to spin jump. There's no reason to do that. I was jumping. It's actually a pretty nice snake. It was a really nice snake up to that last one. That was a bad choice. I should have hit the thing first. Okay, that doesn't actually matter. Okay. Oh, come on! You dodged it. At least I got the one up. That's what matters. I got the one up. It's an amoral victory. Like, I keep feeling my back tense up every time I fuck that up. They got a life, you know? I already had 99 of them, but, you know, it never hurts. There we go. I got another shot at this. The timing on this is not as tight as I think it is. See? Not nearly as tight as I thought it was. Okay. Now, next part. I even lined that up. I wish you could get a life. Well, it's easy. Just rob Lakitu of one. He wasn't really using it anyway. It's amazing. You can even hear the failure. Why did it pause there? That was kind of cool. No! No, I just have to wait to die. What is he fishing for? Fishing for toads. Fishing for Gothams. It's hard to say, really. What is Lakitu fishing for? What does he ultimately want? When Lakitus are, like, off-duty, do they still, like, fish? Like, do they go fishing for fish for fun? Like... I could see it. I did the same thing. I made it a 6-block jump. I need to push it 1 earlier. Why have I suddenly started failing in this mode? Never heard of cloudfish? I've heard of flying fish. What is flying fish guy fishing for? But Lakitu throws spinies and he baits you with the rod and 1-up, and then gotcha! It's true, but like I'm saying, like when he's got time off, he's gonna want to do other kinds of fishing. Like nuclear fishing. Fly fishing. I'm getting really good at getting through that door. This door and me, we're good pals now. 2020 nowadays. Go fishing. Be a lurk and teaching someone Arma. Good luck. Good luck with your terrible teaching.